U.S. government estimates it will allow 2,000 Syrian refugees into the country this fiscal year and about the same number next year. So far, 3 of those families have moved to Indianapolis. While resettling refugees is never easy, Gretchen Frazee reports that the ongoing civil war in Syria, combined with the threat of ISIS, is creating a particularly difficult situation.
The smell of Arabic coffee poured into ornately designed teacups fills Fadi and Waid's apartment in Indianapolis. The coffee bought from a Middle Eastern store down the street provides a small, rare taste of home in this foreign country.
سوريا عن جد أحلى بلد سوريا. بلد كلها طبيعة خضراء، كلها بحار، أنهار، كتير حلوة. الناس كلها بتحب بعضها. بس ما بنعرف ليش هيك صار، ما بنعرف.
But in 2011, civil war broke out. The sound of bombs exploding became more frequent until the couple decided their home in Damascus wasn't safe anymore. Fadi left to live in Jordan, where he often went on business. His wife and 4 kids were expected to follow once he found housing.
يعني أول صعوبة واجهتنا لبين ما لقينا شوفير وسيارة. تاني قولي أمناها، تاني شيء رحنا قالوا لنا نرجع.
Soon after they made it to Jordan, the family's apartment in Damascus was bombed. Like much of the city, only rubble remained. It proved they'd made the right decision to leave, but it also meant they'd never return home.
نحن بالأردن أول شيء لما دخلنا بأعداد كبيرة على الأردن. بحكم صغر الأردن فكان في ضغط كتير على الأردن. فنحن كنا هنيك ما بنقدر نشتغل، ما بنقدر نعيش. أجارات البيوت كانت غالية. كانت المساعدات تجينا عبر جمعيات، كانت هاي جمعيات غير عادلة، ما المساعدات ما توصلنا.
So they applied for refugee status, knowing it was a long shot. The United Nations estimates 9 million people have fled Syria, and only 2,000 are expected to be accepted into the U.S. as refugees this year. Fadi and Waid waited in Jordan. Days, weeks, months, and finally, after 3 years, they received the news. They and their children were granted refugee status.
نحن لما حكونا انه انكم طالعين على انديانا صرت اجمع انا معلومات عن انديانا وعن طبيعة انديانا.
The State Department normally sends refugees to cities where they have friends or family, but Fadi and Waid didn't know anyone in the U.S., so the government used a kind of formula to determine which city had the resources to best meet their needs.
The main thing is that refugees go to a place that's welcoming, that has a cost of living that they can survive in, that has employment and opportunities. We also have the Islamic Society of North America here. We have a mosque that has many Syrians involved in Fishers. There's people interested in Syrians in our city, and so it makes for a good environment for them to be successful.
Exodus Refugee Immigration is handling the resettlement of Fadi and Waid's family, as well as 2 other Syrian refugee families in Indianapolis. Executive Director Carlene Miller calls the process long and arduous.
The U.S. has the most rigorous screening process where they do at least 5 security checks on refugees coming in to the country.
And Syrians are receiving additional scrutiny, although State Department officials aren't saying exactly what that is.
It's a hard balance to strike. You want to welcome these people into the country and into the state, but at the same time you want to be careful about it. You want to trust, but you want to verify.
The cause for concern and an extra watchful eye is the threat of radicals who might try to enter the U.S. as refugees.
Earlier this week on the Hill, House Homeland Security held a hearing where the leadership there said, quote, it would be a huge mistake to bring in refugees to the U.S. from Syria.
We have a lot of experience with this, with Afghanistan, with Iraq, with Somalia, and other places where the United States has taken refugees in from. Refugees are the most carefully vetted of all travelers to the United States. Every refugee under consideration for admission to the United States undergoes the same intensive security screening involving multiple federal intelligence, security, and law enforcement agencies.
Hamilton says he expects the extra screening would vary greatly depending on the individual.
The people you really have to keep your eye on, to be blunt about it, are young men. They're not exclusively the problem, but they're the overwhelming part of the problem.
Hamilton says that's why police must keep tabs on refugees after they enter the country by doing random checks of the places they frequent, such as the churches or mosques they attend. Refugee advocates are more worried about another issue, mental health. Most Syrian refugees are coming from a particularly traumatic situation and are reminded of it in the daily news reports about the war. Many have left family and friends in their home country who are in harm's way.
Also, the trauma of resettling and starting your life over is very difficult for people, and there's a lot of grief involved.
The U.S. cannot say how many more Syrians might come to Indiana specifically, but service providers say they're doing their best to prepare because refugee populations tend to build on each other.
As we get a few families, then their relatives will come, and then their relatives will come.
That's what happened with the Burmese population in Indiana. In 2002, there were only a handful of Burmese refugees in the state. Now, Indiana is home to more than 10,000, the largest Burmese population living outside of Burma. So Fadi and Waid might be the first of many Syrians that make their home in Indiana. A few months after arriving in the state, their kids are already making new friends at school and are working hard to learn English.
I love Indiana. America, I love you. And the school, I love you.
But they haven't forgotten their home country or the ones they left behind.
تحية لرفقاتي يلي بالأردن ويلي هون واللي كمان بسوريا وكل شيء كمان.
أنا بشتاق سوريا جدا وتيتا وإخوات أمي للملاهي ولا المزرعة تبعيتنا.
Both kids and parents agree, though, they likely won't return to Syria. There's no end to the conflict in sight.
ولكن هلا أنا بعد هذا الشيء اللي صار هون، هلا أنا شفت مستقبل أولادي هون، فاللي راح يمنعني عن سوريا فقط مستقبل أولادي.
أنا كمان كثير بحب سوريا، بس أهلي هونيك أنا. بس إذا بدي أرجع لهونيك ما في مدارس، ما في مستقبل، أولادي راح يقعدوا بالبيت، وأهم شيء الأمان، يعني راح أروح انحبس بالبيت. شو استفدت من إني موجودة ببلدي؟